Today, I have a 40 overall team, and I'm going to turn this into an 82-0 squad by linking ex-teammates. Let me explain how this works. Let's say we started with LeBron. Bron used to play with Kyrie, so we could add Irving, and Kyrie used to play with KD, so then you could get KD. In order to determine what player we start with, I'm going to spin a wheel of teams, and we'll take the best player on that squad. In our hypothetical example, we had LeBron. Honestly, that would be great, but he's not even the best player on the Lakers. That's Luka. Let's just see who we land on. It'll be the Spurs. So the foundation of this team is Victor Wembanyama, which is cool, but there is an issue there. Wembanyama, he hasn't really shared the floor with a lot of guys throughout his career. He hasn't played too long, but there's one guy who immediately comes to mind. Although Wemby has had a short NBA career, he did share the floor with Chris Paul last season. And now, Paul's a Clipper, making him an ex-teammate. I think that Chris Paul, he's the perfect guy to go with here. Because Paul is a veteran. He's played with all these different guys. Oh, I know who we can get after Chris Paul. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep. We gotta take Chris Paul, because remember, Chris Paul played with Shai in OKC. Oh, we're cooking. Speaking of cooking, today I was making some alphabet soup, and you know what the letters spelled out? It was crazy. Subscribe to Danny 2K. So, I mean, you gotta do it. It's destiny. Wow, that was a legendary lie, a LeBron level lie. The Chris Paul and Wemby pick and roll. It's like we're back in San Antonio. Will this be good enough for us to at least snag a win or two? I hope so. Oh, we beat Washington. That doesn't even really count. They deserve to be demoted to the G League. Wemby at 72 and 28. What do y'all think his averages are going to be for this season? I'm going to say he averages 60 with 20 rebounds and 6 blocks. And Chris Paul is going to average 15 points and 20 assists. Ended up snagging a couple more wins this first time around. We beat the Hornets and the Celtics. That's a good win. That's a quality W. We got the Spurs as well, but they don't have Wemby anymore. 4 and 78. Wemby averages 60 with 28 boards. 4 steals, 4 blocks. He's MVP in DPOY despite us barely winning any games. How did Chris Paul do? All NBA third team. 20 points, 7 boards, only 6 assists. Chris Paul, 6 assists? He's our only playmaker? Are you serious? Cam the Casual averaged 3 points. I kind of already spoiled our next edition. We have to go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the reigning MVP, the reigning finals MVP. What a great player to add to the squad. Now, I don't know who we're going to move to next after Shai Gilgeous. That's going to be tough. We might have to get in our bag and do a little bit of research. Because Shai, obviously great individually, but who's an ex-teammate of his who's super good or has played with someone who's super good? That's something we got to figure out. Now, I'm going to slide Shai Gilgeous over to the 2-guard spot just so that way Chris Paul runs the point. You have Shai at the 2. That's how we're going to run it this year. I think we'll win a lot more games. Shai and Wemby, I mean, what a foundation for this team. Speaking of foundation, I know my guy Kyle Lowry's foundation, if you get what I'm saying, got bigger over the summer. I saw some pictures of him at Media Day. Kyle, it might just be time to retire, man. Looked like him and Zion swapped diets for the summer. My bad, Kyle. You're 40. Do what you want, man. You're still in the league. We do win quite a few more games. We're up to 16 W's, 17 W's. We won 4 last year. That's the Shai Gilgeous effect. His aura just changed up the team completely. I think I have an idea of who we could link to Shai to then get to somebody crazy, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Wembanyama is your MVP. 41 points, 22 rebounds, 4 assists. Wemby also DPOY, and Shai averaged a smooth 47. He was your clutch player of the year. Him and Wemby, of course, on first team. Chris Paul does not manage All-NBA this time around. Chris did get some more assists now that he had Shai to pass it to as well. And I think that with the right player, we could get into the play-in tournament next year. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to get that guy by linking someone to Shai, because you think about his current teammates. You've got Dub, you've got Chet. Those guys are on the team right now, though. Those aren't ex-teammates. Okay, so on the 2018-19 Clippers, Shai played with Pat Beverly. Now you might be like, why in the world would you take Pat Bev? Well, we could link Pat Bev to Bron, so that's an option. I'd like to get a better player if possible. I mean, we could do the same thing for Montrez, link him to Bron. Both those guys free agents right now. I can't believe I'm doing this, but this is a means to an end for us, all right? Patrick Beverley. The Trae Young stopper. Well, welcome to the team. Pat Beverley was really talking crazy, like Trae Young didn't give him, 30 and 10 on any given matchup. Like, come on, bro. Is Pat Beverley even in the game? You're not even in the game! Talking about I'm better than you, buddy. You're not even in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. If y'all ever need a voice actor, let me know. But I guess I'll find a player creative version of old Patty. Neither Patrick Beverley nor Montrezl Harrell, who's another player I was going to use in this situation, are in the game. Nobody even took the time to custom make those players in the game. That's how crazy it got. I couldn't find them at all. But we got some options on the 2020-21 Thunder, all right? I could go Al Horford, who's an ex-teammate of Tatum, although the Warriors contract hasn't gone through, so that's kind of a gray area. But Ty Jerome, he's on the Grizz right now, right? He used to play on my Warriors, so we could link him to Steph, and then from Steph, you can link to a million other guys. Let's go get Ty Jerome. In the end, that honestly might have worked out for the better. I think that this Ty Jerome link is going to be huge for us. Granted, we have a whole lot of guards. Shai, you're going to have to play small forward this year. Ty, you're going to play the shooting guard. Sure, it'll be a little awkward, but it's all a means to an end. Because I have a blueprint that's going to be so crazy, and it goes beyond just getting Steph Curry. Trust me on that. Let's go ahead and get to simulating here. Yup, Ty Jerome winning us some ball games. Maybe he can even get us to the play-in. I mean, it is the Eastern Conference. Kind of a trash conference, with all due respect. Oh, nah, we're not going to make it. The Ty Jerome effect is not real enough. Wemby does it again, even though we just can barely win games. Shai averaged 38. Oh, my gosh, dude, the Mavs went 71-11. They just have no idea how good the Mavericks are in the simulation. Wow, Ty, I think you led us to a whopping one more win. I mean, that's just horrible. Julius Randle, Conference MVP of Doom. Karl Towns, Finals MVP. Knicks Wolves Finals. I guess the Knicks won the cat trade, huh? That decides it. Okay, so now that we've gotten Ty Jerome, right? Like I said, Ty played in Golden State 22-23, meaning we can go get Steph Curry. Booyah! Wardell! A warm welcome to Chicago. Oh my gosh. Danny, you gotta stop getting so many guards. We got Shai Gilgeous playing power forward. Hey, we're about to get somebody who plays a different position. Actually, I lied. Wait, no, I didn't lie. We're about to get somebody who's much taller. I think you already know where this is going. Shai, Wemby, Curry, and then, a big gap. We go to Ty Jerome and Uncle Chris. Gotta get some size on this team. We still might not be too good despite all of our talent just because of the real lack of size. Definitely better this year, though. We're hovering between the 5 and 6 seed. Yeah, wow. Big leap this season. Obviously super far still from 82-0 as we go 49-33. But we won, like 19 more games with the addition of Steph. Wemby gets MVP. Please! Somebody sign Russ! It breaks my heart, man. It really does. Russ gotta find a team. I'm sure he will. Maybe he won't. I'm not so sure. What? Why did Steph Curry not play? Why was Cam the casual? Who's the coach? Billy Donovan, you're out of here. What in the world? Had my guy Steph playing as a backup 9 minutes. How do we win so many more games? I don't know what happened there. We'll fix it next year. We're also in the playoffs here. Let's, oh, I gotta fill a staff vacancy. My fault. Let's go get Mike Stauffer. He's the highest rated coach in the game, has maxed out ratings across the board. But how in the world, I mean, what happened there? I don't. James Harden, Finals MVP. Now you might be wondering, Danny, who are you gonna link to next? Or you might not. You probably know where this is going. Steph Curry played with a guy, you know who he is, Kevin Wayne Durant. Welcome to the team, Durantula. KD, you're going to run the power forward. Shai slides down to the small forward, so he doesn't have to be a 4 anymore. Curry gets to be the PG. Paul comes off the bench, giving us a little bit of depth, a little bit of insurance in case anybody fouls out, so that's good. Now, are we going to be this unstoppable team right now? Maybe? Lost one at the start of the year. Definitely getting a lot better, though. Going to be one of the top teams in the entire association this season. Maybe the team to beat in the league. Wow, I didn't expect this. I know this team's really good, but bro, the 2K simulation at times can just be so unforgiving and really give me a hard time. So the fact that we're 52-11, whatever, and we haven't even linked that many players together makes me feel good, especially knowing the future plans I have, the future player links that we can do. I feel great right now. 65 wins on the season is quite solid. Wait, Billy Donovan, how did he get back here? I fired him, brought in Mike Stauffer, and somehow Bill got back. You know what, Bill? If you want to be here that bad, sure. I guess the CPU brought him back in. I don't know what happened there. Nonetheless, we go all the way to the finals this time around and win a championship. Wemby's your finals MVP, averaging 25 and 20 in the finals. That is ridiculous. Wemby and KD sharing the floor is also super cool. But what's even cooler is going 82-0, and we still got 17 more wins to get here. Now you might be wondering, Danny, the Dancer, Mr. 2K, who are you going to link Kevin Durant to? Well, I'm quite glad you asked. The decision is easy here. We're going to go with Kyrie Irving. And if you see the vision here, you know what's about to happen. If you don't, you'll see in a second. But we're going to get Kyrie for now. Just wait, we're playing 4D chess. Everybody else is playing checkers. I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, baby. Hey, Danny, don't forget to edit that out. Wait, it's still recording? Danny, please edit that out, all right? Oh, and be sure to do your laundry. There's another reminder when you're watching this back. Kyrie! Welcome to Chi-Town, Mr. Irving. I played him at the 2. Todd Jerome's going to come off the bench. What up, Barry? The greatest bald player to ever wear a Bulls jersey. This year, I'm expecting 70 wins. For 1, we add Kyrie Irving. For 2, we nerf the Mavericks, who are super nice in the simulation. Taking away Kyrie from them is huge. Why are we not good? I mean, we're good, but why are we not more gooder? 10 losses? Yeah, whatever, bro. We lost, 17 games last year. We're closing the season stronger than we started, so that's good to see. But we're going to lose more games than last season with the addition of Kyrie. I got Kyrie starting in my 2 instead of Ty Jerome, and I win 5 less games. Whatever, bro. Mike, the perfectly rated coach, but apparently he didn't do such a good job. I was able to actually keep him coaching this time around. I don't know what happened last time, how Billy Donovan ended up back here. Maybe we need old Billy because he was leading us to more W's. Mavs still made the... How? They beat us? Bro, they have Anthony Davis, Cooper Flag, Clay the Stallion. ACLs held together by boogers and tape. He's still giving you 18 a night. This is ridiculous, bro. How did they win? If that doesn't show you 2K has a bias for the Mavericks, I don't know what will. Now, Kyrie Irving, his most notable teammate throughout his NBA career, of course. Where is he? I was going to say Tristan Thompson, but there was also this other guy he played with. LeBron! We are going to add LeBron James to the squad. And you know Bron. He's played with just about everybody. So there's so many possible links that we can make here. It's going to be great. Okay, we have LeBron James on the squad now. Curry, Bron, KD. The big 3 of the 2010s all linking up. Really the big 3 of the NBA since, Curry came onto the scene, 2014-15 was when he really started to, be Steph Curry. And then Durant has been around even before that. Bron, since 03, he's been one of the biggest names in the league. What these guys have done for the game, man, appreciate it. Because, seeing Media Day this year, seeing them all looking kind of old, I was like, bro, there's not much time left with these guys in the association. Bron's hinting it could be his last season this year. I don't believe it, though. Hey, Bron, can you actually, make us a little bit better at basketball? There we go. There's a little win streak. Our best record was 65-17. Can we at least go 66-16 this time? We can. Okay, we get a little bit better, just marginally, ever so marginally better with the addition of LeBron James. We got to get to 70 wins with our next player, and I think that really is possible because of who the next player is going to be as the Wolves go to the finals and we lose to them. How are we losing with this squad? I have no idea. But the next player, we're heading back over to Dallas. And we're going to get Anthony Davis, a former teammate of LeBron James, got traded in the surprise deal for the Don. And AD's played with a lot of guys, so I think there's going to be a ton of potential links here. What I really want to do is somehow link him to like Giannis or Jokic. You know who could actually do it? And this is crazy. I'm actually not even going to spoil it because this is so crazy. This was an insane pull off the top of my head, but this will work. I lied. It won't work. I was going to say we could use Taurean Prince, but Taurean Prince is still playing with Giannis. Let me not get too many steps ahead. Let's just get AD for now. Getting more size is definitely going to be huge for us. No pun intended. But Anthony Davis at the power forward spot gives us more size and defense. Him and Victor Wembanyama, yeah, nothing's getting past them, all right? And the Mavs are completely nerfed now. Cooper Flag's over there solo squatting. So we shouldn't have to worry about losing to them, and they're an overpowered squad in the game. So getting them kind of off the board, out the picture is nice. And yet we're still taking a lot more L's than I would like. Now, Anthony Davis, of course, shared the floor with Boogie. Let's think about this while the season's going. But Boogie's out the league now, so he's not really an option. Actually, is Boogie sitting in the free agent pool here in the game? No, he isn't. We're going to figure something out, though. We're going to figure something out. Might be able to win 70 for the first time. That was the goal for this year, 70-12. So 70 wins on the dot. Wemby is your most valuable player. Durant came off the bench, and he was the sixth man of the year. Wemby wins DPOY. Mike Stauffer, coach of the year. We had 3 guys averaging 20 plus. Should be an easy title, but sometimes these teams have just cooked us in the playoffs. Cavs took us to 7, but we end up beating the Wolves in 6 to win the championship. Nice stuff there. Just a little cherry on top to win a ring. So who do we link AD to? I might have to tap back in with basketball reference for this one. Thomas Bryant doesn't even know, but he's about to do something legendary for us. We're going to add TB to the squad. Now you might be like, Danny, out of all Anthony Davis teammates, you're going Thomas Bryant? What in the world is wrong with you? Stay with me here. Because what people might forget is Thomas Bryant shared the floor with Jokic. TB will round out the rotation. He's the 10th man here. But like I said, with Thomas Bryant, he's kind of just an addition who's here for moral support. Never mind, TB. 11-0. The Thomas Bryant effect. No, there's no universe, right? Thomas Bryant, retire his jersey if we go 82-0. Because last time... What's going on? No. What's going on? We're 28-0. Thomas Bryant's jersey better be right up there next to Michael Jordan's in the rafters. In between Jordan and Pippen is Thomas Bryant's. No! We lost back-to-back. Celtics got us Jaylen Brown, 25 points. And then the Pistons got us Cade with 29 and 13. Wow, man. We were on a run there for a second. But if the team's doing this good, I mean, maybe we got some type of mojo going with Thomas Bryant. But if the team's doing this good, we add Jokic. And let me just confirm to y'all, in case you doubt me. Yeah, look, Thomas Bryant, Denver right there. He got traded from the Lakers to the Nuggets. I remember he was hooping on the Lakers too. Bron had him looking like Thomas Olajuwon out there. He was playing crazy. But yeah, he got traded to Denver for like a bunch of second round picks. That's good ball knowledge. Knowing about the Thomas Bryant trade. We only won 72 in the end, which considering we started off like 35-0 is a bit underwhelming. Get a couple wins better though with Thomas Bryant. I couldn't ask for much more. Wow, the Clippers took us to 7 there. Shout out to the Clips. The unction. Nikola Jokic, a 98 overall on the squad. Shai's a 99 with his morale boost. But here's what the team's looking like. Wemby's going to be off the bench. We still got Ty Jerome and Chris Paul playing, so that could use some improvement. I don't know who we're going to link to Jokic. What's the next play from here? If we can somehow get from Jokic to Giannis, obviously there'd be a player in between there because Jokic never played with Giannis. But if there's somebody who's played with both of them, there's got to be, right? We're going to do our research. We're going to tap in after this. But for now, we lost 3 to open up the season. Yeah, Jokic, we might have to go ahead and just get rid of you. Thomas Bryant's better. But nah, in all seriousness, I think Jokic is going to prove to be a good addition. Wow, what a take, Danny. Nikola Jokic is good at basketball. Thanks. Subscribe for more insightful basketball takes. Is it going to be the same record with Jokic? We got worse with Jokic over Thomas Bryant. Crazy work. Mike Stauffer, coach of the year. 71-11 record. Okay, man. Giannis, we got to find a way to get you here. I'm going to figure it out, okay? I did some digging through the Nuggets rosters past like 4 or 5 years, and I was able to find a player, Malik Beasley. Beasley, he played for the Bucks. He played for Denver. There you go. So that can be our link between Giannis and Jokic. Now, keep in mind, right now, Beasley's a free agent, but for the sake of this challenge, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, Malik Beasley will add to the squad. He might even get a little bit of PT for us. I just bumped into my keyboard. Whoops. Do you all feel like it's crazy that Malik Beasley's only a 78 overall? I think that's a little bit low. He's not even going to play this year. So I guess things won't really change for us this time around. However, once we add Giannis, of course, things will most definitely be changing. We should see a major uptick in W's. Even this time around with, I guess, just the moral support of having Malik Beasley on the roster, we're opening up pretty strong. Only 5 losses, and we got almost 50 wins. Yeah, 50-5. This could really be our best season ever. We drop a couple at the end, but 75-7 would still be our best year. Yeah! And we're about to get Giannis. We just went 75-7 and we're getting Giannis. This might get crazy. We might be able to make this 82-0 happen soon. What? Bro, how? Who went off in the finals for them to beat us? Like, what? Beal was good? No, there's no way. Nobody was averaging 40. Harden, you weren't averaging 40 again. How did they beat us? Welcome to the squad, Giannis. I moved the positions around a little bit for the team. This is what the rotation is looking like. Starting 5 of Curry, Shai, Bron, Giannis, and Jokic. And then we got Wemby, AD, KD, Kyrie, and Ty Jerome. Polar Bear in Arlington, Texas. If you know, you know. But looks really good across the board, I would say. Okay, so the obvious play would be to try and just link Giannis to Dame, because Dame's on the Blazers now. But I think the more beneficial play for us would be to somehow link Giannis to Luka. There'd obviously be a player in between there, but there's got to be some link between the two. I'm gonna see if I can figure something out. We open up the season. Dropped 2 games, lost to the Pistons and the Cavs, and we lost to Portland, and we lost to the Pacers. Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to get Luka Doncic next. Man, no progress. 75-7. Jokic is your MVP. But we know Luka. He's a 2K sim cheat code. You know who else is a cheat code though? Anthony Edwards. Maybe we try and link Giannis to Ant. I think that would be even better. Yeah, I'm going to figure out a way to do that as we go to the finals and almost lose to the Wolves. Speaking of Anthony Edwards right there. But yeah, let's try and get Ant. Well, Darvin Ham's favorite player is going to come up useful here. Taurean Prince. He spent a couple years in Milwaukee, and he also spent a couple years in Minnesota. So we're going to go get Taurean, then we link him to Ant. And why not just add both players at once? Because let's be honest, Taurean isn't really doing anything for us. So we'll get Taurean, we'll get Ant, do it all at one time. After the addition of Anthony Edwards, we now have a full 15-man roster. That's right, the squad is complete. And Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince was the other guy we added. So let's see if we can do it now. We've linked a bunch of players together, gotten a ton of superstars, and we start off really strong, but lose to the Cavs by 10 points here. But one thing you might have noticed, I'll simulate the rest of the season and see how we do. But one thing you might have noticed is, hey, Danny, you got a lot of guys who are past their primes. And that's about to change. We have completed the team, but LeBron, Curry, Durant, Chris Paul, none of these guys are at their peaks. So what I'm going to do is run the season back, but with everyone in their prime. And I think that we should be able to go 82-0 with that as we go 75-7 again, man. Wow. But yeah, we're going to throw everybody in their prime with the roster being complete now, and I think that'll get us there because we got a lot of old heads on the team. Okay, so now with everyone at their peaks, we've got a super team. It's so super. Anthony Davis isn't even set to get minutes out here. Actually, though, I kind of need a big off my bench. I'm sorry, Kyrie. We don't need more guard play. I'm sliding AD over to the 4, and we're going to take away your minutes, throw Davis in there. Yeah, because that just balances it out perfectly. I think this should be good enough for us to go 82-0. I mean, this is about as good as it gets. We start off and we lose to the Knicks. Woo! New York beat us by 13 points, and then the Cavs got us by 2. Bro, the Cavs incredible at beating like these super teams you build, bro. It's crazy. I feel like they're always the one beating us. So it looks like we're gonna end up with an 80-2 record. No, 79-3 record. The Knicks end up beating us twice. Russ with the Hornets this time around. Yeah, man, I think this was a really good effort, but we're gonna have to drop the sim difficulty here now as we do win the championship. Okay, we're gonna try 40 simulator difficulty. We'll drop it by 10 each year until we finally go 82-0. I think it's doable on 40. Okay, we lost to the Hawks on the first week of the season. Porzingis went off for 34. Who sold for us in this game? Nobody, really. Nobody was that bad. All right, let's try 30 difficulty this time around. Oh yeah, come on, man, that's too easy. Halfway there. Hey, 30 difficulty isn't too bad. We'll take that. Nah, I'll gladly take that, man. 82. We lost the last game. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Oh. All right. Well, we're running it back. We lost the last game. Oh, my. Okay. We lost they're testing my patience today. They are. 20 difficulty. Man. And we lost to the Kings. It's got to be a joke. And the Knicks. 10. Okay. Looks like this time we got it. Unless we lose the last game of the season again. That would be really funny, wouldn't it, 2K? No, there it is. 82-0. Jokic is your finals MVP. We did it, man. We did it! 82 wins, 0 losses. If you enjoyed and you made it to the end, comment teammates. We lost a game in the playoffs because we linked X teammates today. Like, subscribe. We love basketball. This was the final roster. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.